WPH to handball means, to me, it's the pros. It's something that keeps the game alive. It's something for the young kids to look up to. It's something for even the older players. It's like the sport has to have pros. So I feel like it means a lot.
Well, I think it provides a pro tour for all of the young players and, even people my age now to play on and aspire to play on. So I think that's a huge part of why I'm playing handball and why I came to the US is that there is a pro tour and probably wouldn't be here without it.
I think the greatest thing the WPH has done is that it's opened up pro handball to a wide variety of players. Not only do you have a couple teenagers here, but you got a lot of young players that are in their early 20s. I noticed that the tournaments are getting larger and larger all the time. And so the Pro Tour is the showcase of handball. And nothing could be better than to have not only the best players in the world playing, but also, so many great young players that are coming up.
Well, the WPH is the reason that I'm playing, and that is long before I started working with the WPH. I can remember watching the webcast of the U.S. Open in 2006, and I hadn't played in about 9 years. And I just thought it was so cool watching it and so professional, and I just thought to myself, I want to be a part of this. For me, it's the reason I'm playing, and I think speaking for a lot of other players, it's the reason a lot of these Irish players are here. It's a reason that a lot of these players are still playing today.
It's nice that it exists. It gives people a chance to gather and building community. So I think more than anything, that's really important. And so for me, I think it's just, I'm really grateful that it's around to give me a chance to come see the homies and play ball.
It's been a huge impact. I mean, I think before WPH, I don't know where you could really look at handball live or watch handball live. So I think they've done a great job of promoting the sport and growing the sport. It's such a great sport that not a lot of people know about. So I think without them and their effort that they're putting in, I don't know where the sport would be. We're fortunate enough to be on ESPN. We're fortunate enough to go from city to city, playing big tournaments, getting paid to play handball. So, I think they've had a huge impact on the sport.
I think WPH has really made handball such a community, and especially when I moved away from home, it kind of feels like I have a home away from home, and everyone is so friendly, and you get to meet up with your friends at all the tournaments and play some good handball. So I think if I was to put it into words, that's what I'd say. It's like a family, like a community.
It's like half the reason I came over to study in the United States was said ambitions to play in the Pro Tour and getting to play all these players, and that's one of the main things is you get the 7, 8, 9 tournaments a year where you get to compete against all the other top pros around. So I think it's unbelievable, and it's they're doing everything they can to grow the sport.
Yeah, for us personally at Mankato, we have some young people that have been able to play on the tour and be successful, and so some of the Irish kids that have come over specifically come over because they want to play on the pro tour, and it's very difficult to do so when you're having to travel from Ireland for each of the tournaments. So I'd say that's a way it's impacted us in Mankato.
I think it's had a great impact. I know personally for me, it's changed my entire handball game. I wasn't going to pro stops, and then when I went out to Tucson, you get a lot of great handball out there, and a lot of the tournaments are out there. And the player that I've become since I moved out there in 2020 to now, it's totally transformed my game. And I think just in general, these tournaments bring out the best in you. And I think overall, it's just changed the game for every player, especially me.
Well, I think it's a huge impact. I think it's something to look up to. I think it's something that people watch and people want to be a part of. When I talk to other people who see it, they're like, man, I like watching it. I like, just enjoy it. And it's been good for us too, for just to be able to compete at a high level and travel around and play and make some money.
I think the WPH has meant a lot, giving players a platform to continue to raise their game. There's this elite talent out there that's playing great handball, getting fans involved, and giving kind of the younger generation something to shoot for in terms of that's where I want to be. That's where handball can take me.
I think it's brought the game on a lot. See a lot of top players coming over here to play. We get treated very well over here, and I think it's ran very well by the two Daves.
It's meant consistency, and through that consistency, it's allowed players to develop. And I think the talent and the level of talent that you see on the Pro Tour is as deep as it's ever been. And so that consistency over the years has really thrived and helped to just promote the sport, bring the sport to cities across the country and even into Mexico and Juarez. And so what I love about it is that you just can count on their efforts to continue to grow the game and to have the highest quality of the game that you've probably ever seen.
I think they've had a huge impact on handball. What they've done has been very innovative for the sport. I know personally me, like as a pro, it's been so nice, having my family, my friends, and my coaches be able to watch me at all these pro stops. And it just adds some legitimacy to the sport that, regional tournaments can't. So they've been a huge part of the sport of handball.
It's meant a lot to handball. I know I started out playing WPH the year I came out here. New Orleans maybe was my first tournament, and the experience it brings a lot of people together. It's a very social event, so just having that, and then obviously playing in it and having the experience to play in it, and the range of different abilities of the players is very good as well. So it's meant a lot to me and to handball as well.
The WPH, I think, has done a ton for the game. I remember back when it started, at that point, actually, the Pro Tour was kind of on a decline, and we were wondering where it was going to go. But these guys really stepped up and, have grown the game. I'd say the Pro Tour now is almost as strong as it was 20 years ago, which is a lot to be said for a game that has been shrinking. So I think they've been doing really good with the pro level, and also I think encouraging a lot of the juniors playing. I think this is a good showcase event to have them look up to it, juniors, collegiates, and then at the pro level. So I'm hoping they can keep it up, and we need to do something to keep our great game going strong.
It means a lot to me, the way they promoted the game, they bring everybody together throughout the years, and the effort they do. And we really appreciate everything they've done. To me, it means a lot. Enough for me to get the brand tattooed on my arm, So that's what it means to me.
It's cool because I have so many people coming up to me at each tournament and telling me how much they love what we're doing, that, we have these watch parties and, we watch every match and we tune into every broadcast and we just love this, and thank you so much for what you guys are doing. And, we don't necessarily hear that if we're just in Tucson between tournaments or, maybe in the summer, but it's really cool, particularly when you're running into people that they know everything about the tour and they know everything about all the matches and the history, and it makes you feel, like we're really doing something great for the sport.
The WPH means a lot to handball. They've done a lot to put on for the Pro Tour. You really need a Pro Tour to let the best players in the world showcase their talent and keep training and wanting to play, because without the Pro Tour, you could see the level drop, or just you could see less and less players too. So I think that having this Pro Tour, having the money from 1 to 16th, it gets the best players out here, and it's awesome. Like you see throughout the tournament, the full stops, light stops, you'll see tons of players of all levels, but a lot of really good ones. Even from Ireland, from Mexico, and from the U.S., they all come over and they're playing in these tournaments because they're so meaningful. And these tournaments are put on by the WPH, and they're awesome. So the WPH means everything to handball, in my opinion.